big welcome to you guys to my small presentation. And I'd like to start with very actual event. I don't know if you have seen the same match as I did, but 2 days ago I was looking at a team who was the underdog, which had an opponent with 4 stars on their jersey, which were leading 1-0 and who are worth of millions of euros. And after 3 minutes of game, I knew that this team will win. I was absolutely sure. Why? Because they used something we in our company environment usually don't have a look on it. And it's the team spirit, because this is the cheat code usually nobody talks about, because it's too obvious, isn't it? And I would like to start with the statistics, because there was a man who gathered all the information about why projects fail. And he was looking on small projects, big projects, and he was like, what's the reason why projects fail? And he came up with this statistic here. And I don't want you to read all of this, but what I thought and what we in our corporate surrounding often focus on is the tech scope. We're focusing on technology. And you know what? The reason why projects fail is usually not the over-ambitious tech scope. It's different things. And to make it really easy for you guys, I clustered it a little bit up. And 15 times higher than technology is the question about resources and structure. If you have no structure, no resources, this project is very likely to fail. But there is one thing which weighs even more than resources and structure, and this is when we look at the points: poor communication, politics, power struggles. Guys, it's all about people. It's people, it's team spirit and collaboration. This is the biggest leverage if a project is going to fail or not. But it's very strange, because we are people, we know best about us, isn't it? We are all focusing on things which might be not so usual, like tech. And I remember a story some years ago when Winfried Richter told me, and he was talking about the Vikings. The Vikings in their time were very good at conquering new land. And the Vikings, the first thing they did after conquering foreign, or after landing on foreign land, was to burn their own ships. Burn their own ships, they weaknessed themselves, isn't it? And let's have a look on this picture. I mean, technology was there. They had their axes and swords and shields and so on. The structure was also there because they have trained in conquering new land and so on. But they were in a disadvantage because the home people knew about the territory better than they did. By the leverage their team with burning their ships, because they had, by burning their ships, absolute commitment to the goal. There is no way back. We will go through enemy's land, and we will not have the opportunity to come back. And what they created is incredible unity. We go to Valhalla together, or we succeed. And this is what I call the team spirit. Who am I? My name is Ante. I am a father of 2, and I'm married, and I also have a bees, and I promote my life with the bees on Instagram, and I really love this job. And but what I also do is I studied here in Karlsruhe, in the Hochschule Karlsruhe Mechatronics. I studied management in Neu-Ulm, and now I'm a lecturer in the HDM Hochschule der Medien in Stuttgart. And I was 18 years in a corporate surrounding, and I have seen here a lack, because we usually focus on technology and structure, but not on teams. And I wanted to change that. So I went out of the comfort zone and found my own company named Die Ergebnisschmiede, the Result Forge. And the Result Forge is doing something similar like here, but on a corporate side. I lock in a few people with a strong commitment. I log them in and I let them out after the result is ready, not before. And this is something you are doing here as well. So what I want to give you here is 3 presents, 3 gifts. I want to hand over to you my 5 main ingredients for a good performing team event. I'm pretty sure that you guys already have some ingredients here, but sometimes it's good to be aware of them and to maybe spice them up a little bit. The second thing is 4 methods to handle crucial phases. You are going mentally through a phase right here. Some phases are good, some phases you will struggle, and it's good to know about what you can do about it before it comes up. So I'd like to handle over to you some methods. And in the end, I'll give a personal piece of advice how to be successful in whatever you are touching. And I hope you will remember me for your life. So let's start with my 5 ingredients of a good performing team. The first one is the team itself. And I'm talking here about a diverse team setting. I'm talking about mental diversity. We are all different, but we act different. And it's good to understand that we are different and we can leverage each other. This guy here, this is a very creative guy. He's the hipster, the so-called hipster. Adrian told me these names. I absolutely love them. He's the hipster. He's the very creative guy. He don't think outside the box. He even don't know there is a box. So he's the guy with the crazy ideas, and he don't give a shit about physics. All right? Then he comes to the so-called hacker. The hacker is that one who does these deep dives, who is very good at coding, who is very good into putting ideas into, I don't know, a technical structure, a solution. This guy here, they don't like each other because he dreams about things. He usually says, it's not possible, I'm so sorry. But if these 2 guys agree, it's a better solution than if just he had an idea. But then comes a 3rd guy, and Adrian called him the hustler. This is the man who is near to the group and who knows about the target group. You have a question? Sorry. He knows about the target group. He's into the business thing. And you know what? They think he's a dreamer. They think he's a nerd. They think he's a stage diver. But if they all group together, they will have an amazing solution, a much better solution compared to those they would have done on their own. So arguing is okay, arguing is good, but you have to have rules on arguing. And this is my 2nd ingredient. You already have rules like when's the pitch, how much money, I don't know what rules you have got. But I would invite you to get some more rules, maybe on the personal side. How will we proceed if we start to argue and don't move on? And it's good to set up rules before you start argue, when you like each other. Every divorced a couple knows about setting rules when they're in the stage of divorce. It's not good. You should set rules before. One specific goal. I mean, you have your goals here, don't you? You have your challenges. The goal is clear, isn't it? But the goal is very far away. It's motivating, yeah, but it's even more motivating if you set some goals in between. if you set a goal, what will be finished within the next hour? What will be finished until the sun goes down? What will be finished until I don't know? It's good to have these small steps and to focus fully on them because it's motivating and it gives you momentum. We'll talk about momentum later as well. The fourth one is the inspiring setting. I mean, what would be Batman without his cave or Iron Man without his headquarters? The setting should lead to the goal. You should use everything you got here to reach your goal. If you have some thoughts and you have just these thoughts, use a flip chart to write them down. If you don't have a flip chart, use the walls. Tanita will argue with me, but I will. Please don't use the walls. I'm inviting you to get creative. It's your home base. It's your cave. It's your headquarters. Please use the setting. And the setting is not just furniture. The setting is also maybe tools or something else. And the fifth one is the lack of time. Lack of time is crucial for success. If we said, we will do it one day, we will never do it. We will have a lack of time. And you have here a lack of time. You did a great job by saying, dense the pitch. Use it. But it will stress you. It will stress you because you will maybe, I'm too late, I have to work faster or whatever. And I want you to deal with your emotional states. And for these emotional states, first I have to teach you something. Because this curve here is not just any curve, it's the so-called emotional cycle of change. The emotional cycle of change could be you have a transformation ongoing or you have a project or it's changing something and you can adapt it to a lot of things. But also in this setting here right now. And there are some here on the y-axis is the emotional state over time. And usually, everybody's going through this curve here. And there are specific, and if you are above the middle, we're calling it optimism. When you're below, we're calling it pessimism. And there are some specific points you might have even reached, or you will reach at specific points. And I'll give you now an idea of how you feel and what you can do about it. The first one is a start. It's called the uninformed optimism. It's like, we're starting, everything feels like a party, and everybody's curious what will come, and we're all together and full of energy, isn't it? Did you feel something like this when it started here? I'm pretty sure you had the opening speech and everybody was cheering and so great and no guys, your energy will drop. I'm so sorry for that, for being so honest. Your energy will drop. Because in this phase, and you have already passed this phase, but what could you have done is to channel the hype, to maybe write a definition of done canvas. What means finished for us? What's the goal? Maybe you already got your goals through your challenges, but maybe you need some more finished things below that. And it's good to know that there will be a drop down. And now I'm telling you about this. Because after you have started, maybe some of you are already in this phase, the optimism is changing to the pessimism. And it's called the informed pessimism. Because you have challenged your first things, and you might recognize it's harder than we thought, and stress comes up, and doubt and friction, and what you should focus on right here, and I really love this expression, is shrink scope before they shrink hope. Focus. Focus on that things, and one technique is Moscow scope out. You divide your tasks you have already gathered into 4 blocks. It's a must, should, could, or won't. And focus on the must. What will happen is this whole bunch of tasks will be clear to you, and you will absolutely know what you should focus on. This might increase that curve, but maybe not. Maybe it's going even deeper. And this point here is crucial for success. It's called the Valley of Despair. In German, das Tal der Tränen. And this is the point where most people quit, where most teams quit. They say, oh no, this is the end. We are not moving anywhere. We're stuck. We cannot do anything about the situation. Yes, you can, because it's going up. This is the good thing, but nobody knows. People think we're going to this point and it's the end. It's not the end. It's just a step which was planned. And this step, what you can do here, small wins. What was a win? I mean, you had here some wins, but you are maybe not aware of them. And when you are still here in that point where you, don't know how to come out, you have this button here anywhere, a mentor SOS. I'm a mentor, call me. There are several other mentors with white or with blue, I don't know, how is this called?
Name tag.
Name tags. Call us, we will come to you, and even by saying what's your problem, we'll have a relief on you. Use us. And then, what happens here? Pessimism is turning into optimism when you have challenged something and if you have reached something, if you continued at that point. We've got this. Momentum arises. We can do it. We can see it. We have made something. What you can do here is make wins visible. Make a momentum board. Don't use the wall. Use a flip chart or something. Or use a wall by pinning, some cards which we can afterward remove. But you have to make it visible what you have achieved and how far the way still is. Maybe you will see, we're almost at 80% or whatever. And the last point. Now, here it comes. Integration and pride. This last point here is a relief. You're finished. And this last point, in your cases, is your pitch. The pitch is not the challenge. The pitch is the gift. You have done all this way, and now you make the others clap for you, for your effort, for your spirit. This is a gift, and tell your story. I'd like to finish my presentation with my personal advice to you. There are a lot of reasons to find excuses. Why it didn't work, why it was bad, why we didn't succeed. But if you take responsibility, you will not focus on excuses, you'll focus on your path. Have you ever seen a bird complaining about bad weather or injuries? They just continue. They continue and continue and continue. Good weather will come. The injury will go. Whatever. But if you are complaining, if you say, excuses, no, I wasn't able because, it's done. Take responsibility, and it starts with you, with your mindset. The winner's mindset is that one who makes the difference between winning and losing. In case of urgency, break the glass, call me, give me a call. Here is my email, here is my private number. You can call me at any time in this day. Here is my LinkedIn contact. Please connect with me in this event or later on. I don't care. And I wish you great success. And thank you very much for your attention.